The SBA EIDL disaster funding has been replenished. 21,000 businesses can be funded by this new funding. Plus, the beneficial ownership information report is back on pause as we end 2024. Those are two major news stories among small business owners, and there are 6 others I'm going to cover in this quick and important video to close out 2024 with the recap of things you should know as an entrepreneur and small business owner. Let's dive in. As always, thanks so much for subscribing, turning on alerts. And if you ever want grants and funding and other tools to help your business, go create a free Skip account at tryskip.com. The link is in the description. Be sure you follow us. In 2025, we're going to be doing daily business and funding tips. I'll get to the EIDL disaster funding, but first, trend number 1, beneficial ownership information report. This affects over 30 million LLCs, S Corps, and C Corps. It's been a seesaw battle. It's been on, then off, then back on, then back off. That's the current status as of December 27th. Enforcement of the BOI reporting requirements has been halted, and there is no active deadline. Businesses are advised to stay informed about potential changes because it can change any day now. The courts are battling it out, but as of right now, there is no enforceable deadline. If you want to get it out of the way, you can do it on Skip. I'll leave a link in the description, but that is the latest for all of you who are S Corp, C Corps, and LLCs. By the way, let me know where you're watching from, city and state. I always love to see where you're located across the US and beyond. Trend number 2 for the year, AI integration in small businesses. You saw that on Skip. We released several major features related to AI, but it's not just Skip. A survey by the US Chamber of Commerce revealed that 98% of small businesses are utilizing AI-enabled tools. Seems rather high, but that's what the survey says, with 40% using generative AI for tasks such as content creation. Have you used AI in your business in 2024? If so, let me know how in the comments. I'll be highlighting some and giving you shout outs in the next video. Trend number 3, grants and funding trends. There's been a reduction in DEI grants. According to this Wall Street Journal article from a few months back, which used our data to show this change that's been happening. This is a major change affecting a lot of you. Of more than 60 small business grant programs in 2023 that included race or ethnicity, only 30% of these programs are still using race as their criteria. According to our data, my quote here is that these tended to be the smaller grant programs. While we're on the funding topic, I will get to the SBA EIDL disaster loan replenishment in a minute, but trend number 4 is on the interest rates roller coaster. Here's the historical US Fed rate looking back 10 years. You can see rock bottom during the pandemic, the uptick to over 5%. It plateaued at the end of 2023, and this year has already gone down a few percentage points. That happened because there had been progress on inflation. You take a look at the red and blue lines here, declining. As a result, the Fed has decided to drop interest rates. Definitely a benefit for those looking to borrow going into 2025, whether it's a mortgage, a business loan, or something else. Number 5, the big one I led with, President Biden signed into law to deliver funding to the SBA to reopen its disaster loan program. It had been closed without funding for 2 to 3 months as a result of the hurricanes this past fall. There were tens of thousands of folks with applications in the queue trying to get economic injury disaster loans or property disaster loans from the SBA, but were unable to. The American Relief Act 2025 was signed into law on December 21st, giving the SBA funding, and they can now confirm loan offers to over 21,000 qualified disaster loan applicants. Those are the folks that were in a holding pattern for months since October 15th. Has that affected you this year or not? Trends 6 through 8. Let me quickly run through these. There's been an e-commerce evolution this year. Many e-commerce sites raised their fees, prompting small businesses to explore other sales channels or develop their own e-commerce sites. Number 7, a lot more government grants when it comes to sustainability and green initiatives. These are from state government grants with amounts ranging from $2,000 to $50,000, supporting the purchase of energy efficient technologies and appliances. That happened. Did you benefit from that in 2024? And finally, global supply chain recovery. After years of disruptions that started around the pandemic, supply chains stabilized significantly in 2024. What will happen to that trend in 2025, especially as Trump takes the White House and threatens tariffs to many major global suppliers? Those are 8 big pieces of news from 2024. We'll be covering all the changes as it relates to these trends, business and funding tips, and so much more going into 2025. Be sure you're subscribed. Hope you all have a great New Year's. Stay well, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.